Hello everyone, Habibi here, and today in this video I'm going to create a tutorial about how to save and load game data in our game, in this case my third-person Unity game. So let's get started by creating a new script. I will call the script tn game data. This script will contain every single game data that we are going to save and load for our game. So here I will delete these lines and I will make this script serializable. If you want to know what does it mean, just Google it. I cannot explain it here. Okay, and here let's say I will need health data of the player. So here I will create a public variable, public int health, and other than health I will need weapons for the player. I will create a public, this one will be list variable, and this list is about strings, list of strings. I call it weapons. Okay, I think that's all. I will have health and also weapons for my player. And here on our Unity editor we are going to implement this script. Oh yeah, here we need to be using Unity using using system. Okay, here is some typo without e. Okay, and let's go back, and here string without s. Okay, so we have this game data object here which contains health and weapons, and now how can we use it? To use this health and weapons game data, we will use it here on my player script. Let me open it, my player, and here before void start we are going to create a game data object, tn game data. To create a game data object we will need to create a variable here, public static tn game data. I will name it game data, and here inside the start here I will initialize it with this game data equals to new tn game data, and then we set everything here. Game data dot health, we set the health. Initially the health will be 100, and game data dot weapon, here it is a list variable, weapons, game data dot weapons equals to new list string. And here, so here the weapons are empty. I'm going to add punch as a weapon. Here I type game data dot weapons dot add, and here we can add a string to the weapons list. So initially I will add only one weapon, which is punch as a weapon for the player. Okay, now inside this Unity editor, for the sake of debugging, I'm going to create a debug text on my canvas here. Here I will add a text, UI text, and let me place it at the top left corner. Let me override it. I name it debug text, and I will add a public text variable here, public text debug text, and here inside the debug text, on the fixed update, I will update the value of debug text dot text equals to current game data. I will add a new line here, health plus game data dot health, and then I will add a new line and weapons, and here to write what weapons do we have, I need a variable here. Let me add string my weapons equals to empty string, and here I will do a loop for int I equals to 0 and 0 is less than game data dot weapons dot count I plus plus, and inside this block I will append the string with the value of game data dot weapons. My weapons we append it with this text, weapon plus I plus 1. I plus 1 means I is the number of the index of this list. For the first time it will be 0. I want to make it 1, so I will add that 0 plus 1. I will add it with 1. It will become 1, weapon 1. You will see what it will do later. Weapon 1 this way, and then plus game data dot weapons and the index, and that's all. And then here let me add a comma in case we have another weapons later, so I will add a comma. Okay, and here we show the value of this string this way. And let me go back to my Unity editor. Here is my player, TPS player, and for the debug text I will use this debug text. I click drag and drop it here, and now I'm ready to test it. Oh, it is empty. Hold on, maybe the text is showing, but we need to increase the size of this text UI element because it is on new line. Maybe it is hidden at the bottom. So let me try it again. Yeah, here we go. We have health 100 and we have weapons, weapon 1, punch. And what if we add another weapon to the player? Let's try to add, for example, later we will add weapons by script. Whenever player got a new weapon, we will call this code. So for the second weapon, let me type rifle, and let's just try adding the third weapon, gun. Try it again, play the game. Here we have health 100, weapons, weapon 1 punch, weapon 2 rifle, weapon 3 gun. Okay, so far it is just about initializing game data for the first time we play the game. We did not do anything for loading and saving the game data. In this video, I'm going to add some objects. I will add a cube, create a 3D object, cube. Let me make something like this. I name it, I don't know what to name it, maybe dangerous thing. What a weird name. And let me create a prefab folder here, prefab. I will make a prefab of this dangerous thing, and here I will set this as a trigger, and I add a tag dangerous. So by the way, this dangerous thing will decrease the player health. Void on trigger, enter. Collider call, and here we check. We use if statement to check. If call the tag equals to dangerous thing, let me check the tag, is it correct? Dangerous thing without empty space. Dangerous thing. If the collider is dangerous thing, then we will reduce the player health, which is this game data dot health. We will reduce it by, for example, let's reduce it by 20. Okay, and we can test it. Let me override this prefab, apply all, and let's test it. Right now my health is 100, and I'm going to go to that dangerous thing, and now my health is 80. And if I go back again to that thing, now it is 60. So to this point we are able to create a game data system that holds the value of health and weapons, and we can also modify the value of health this way by adding something, an object. If we hit it, our health will be reduced, but we did not save this game data yet. So if we stop the game and we play it again, the health will be 100 again. That's why we need to save the game data. To save this game data, we need to go back to our script here, and we will need to create a public void save game data. Saving this game data will be very simple, because we can save all the game data we have here as a single string variable. So here we are going to create a string variable, string game data string, and here we will convert the game data object that we have here, game data, with all of its properties. We will convert them to string using JsonUtility. So here we type JsonUtility dot to JSON game data. Let me show you how the game data string looks like. So here I will show it on the debug log. Here I will type debug.log save game data will be this game data string. Here I will call the save game data function inside this on trigger enter. Whenever the game data.health is reduced because we are hitting the dangerous thing, we will save the game data. And when we save the game data, we will see the value of game data string on the log. Let's try the game again. We have 100 health, and let's hit it. Now we have 80, and let's check the console. Here, saved game data. This is the text or string that we are going to save it to Unity PlayerPrefs later. It contains health data and weapons. And weapons, we have only one weapon, which is punch. And here, inside this save game data, let's save it to our PlayerPrefs. Here we type PlayerPref dot set string. We name it game data, and this is the value that we are going to save. To this point, we already did a game data saving mechanism. We did not create a mechanism to load the saved game data. That's why if we play again the game, we will not see the saved game data because we did not load it. So to load the game data, the saved game data, here we are going to move these 3 lines here to another location. Let me cut these 4 lines of code first. Cut it, and here, instead of doing that lines, we are going to do an if statement again. If here we will check, do we have a PlayerPrefs key with this name, the game data? If we have it, we load the data, and if we don't have it, we will create game data. So let's just do it here. If player prefs that has key, we check this key, game data key. If we have this game data, then game data, our game data equals to, here we load the game data. Let me comment it. We load the saved game data. Game data equals to, let me create a string variable, string save game data string. Here we have game data string, and here we have saved game data string. Saved game data string equals to player pref get string, and here is the key of the game. Here is the key, game data. After loading the saved game data string, here we convert this string to our game data object. So here game data equals to JsonUtility dot from JSON tn game data save game data string. This code will be executed when we have the saved game data already. If not, else we will do something here. Let's call it reset the game data. Oh yeah, I miss this symbol here. Okay, to reset the game data, we have these 4 lines. We can paste it here, or even better, we can create another method or function. We call it reset game data, and here we will create that function, public void reset game data, and we paste that 4 lines here. Okay, I think we are ready to test it again. Let's play the game. Oops. Let's scroll up here. What we have at the beginning. Cannot deserialize. Okay, this error is caused by, let's check our tngame-data.cs script. Here we should not use this mono behavior, so we need to delete it. So our tngame-data.cs should be this public class tngame-data, that's all, without mono behavior. Okay, let's try it again. Hit the play button. As you can see here, our health is 60. It is our previously saved health data of our player. Let's go to that hazard thing, dangerous thing. Now our health is 40. Let's do it once again. Now it is 20, and stop the game. Let's play it again. Now our health is 20. It is loaded from our previously saved game data. Okay guys, thank you for watching, and that's all for this video. Hope you like it, and see you next time on my next videos. Bye bye.